Welcome back to another video on this channel. If you're already a subscriber, it's good to see you back and thank you for the continued support. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to write a comment about what you want to see next. So the thing that we're going to talk about today is Vinland Saga. It's a relatively new manga, but nonetheless it's very good. I split up the video into different parts, and they're linked below in the video description with timestamps. So let's just get right into the video. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is how Vinland Saga built its reputation. Vinland Saga is pretty different from other mangas because of the whole Viking theme. It's not really a theme that is used a lot in manga and anime in general, but I think Vinland Saga is a great example on how you can take something that nobody has did before and make it into something so amazing. The next thing we're going to review is the story and the characters. Now, Thorfinn, the main character of the manga, as you can see right here on the cover, is one of my favorite characters of all time. And I mean, the character development he undergoes is just insane. It's probably one of the craziest character transformations that you see in all of manga. You see him go from this childish character to a really smart and a person who really overthinks their actions, and I think this is just so cool to see, and every time I read it I'm like, damn, this character is really a badass. And I think also because of his sad, tragic backstory. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the art. Always one of my favorite parts to talk about because I really value the art in manga. And last time we looked at Akira, and I talked about how the panels like flow into each other and you see like these kind of movements, and that's not the case in Vinland Saga. In Vinland Saga it's not as crazy as in Berserk where every single panel is a single like scene, but it's still like the single panels are more separated from each other. Let me put it like that, yeah. But this is in fact not bad at all. Actually the opposite, because in your brain you make the panels connect on your own, the movement, so it doesn't have to flow into each other. And that's why reading Vinland Saga, when you read it, it doesn't feel like you're getting pushed. Some animes, like some mangas, when you look at the panel and you see like with the side of your eye the next panel and you see already what's happening, then you get like kind of pushed into reading too fast, not really enjoying every single panel. And that's not the case in Vinland Saga. In Vinland Saga, the reader can read at its own speed. Not only at its own speed, but also how much effort you put into it. Because you could read Vinland Saga just like flow over it, read it before going to bed really fast, not putting too much work from your brain into it. But you can also put a really attention to detail, put a lot of work in it, read really slowly, and try to enjoy every single panel. And that's what I try to do, because it really pays off in Vinland Saga. And I'm going to show you some examples right here. Like, look at this panel up on top here where Thorfinn gets out of the water. It's so amazing. You see, like, it really feels like you really feel like the cold that he has. And I think especially in Vinland Saga, you see the emotions of the characters a lot, and that's a thing that I appreciate and I have not seen in too many different mangas. And this is a good one right here. You really see the emotion on his on his face. And this just continues through the whole manga. That's why I like it so much. And obviously, I kind of fell in love with the whole Vikings theme, even though I was a little skeptical in the beginning, but now I'm totally in love with it. And I think you should give it a shot too. If you already read it, then you probably know what I'm talking about. If you haven't read it so far and you're still kind of debating if you want to get into it, it definitely gets approval from me, if I can say so. And even though you have to read with some concentration, because the story, it has a little more text than other mangas, but it's still not too much. This is the average dose of text, I think. It's a little over the average, but I think it's still in the right zone, and especially for a manga like Vinland Saga, where there's a lot of depth into the story. I think that's really good. So, should you actually pick it up? Yeah, as you can tell by my very positive review, can definitely recommend it. It's also not too expensive, because I'm not sure if there is a colored version of Vinland Saga. If there is, please let me know in the comments. I would love to pick it up. But you can really see how much effort went into this book, and it's actually one of my favorite covers ever on a manga. Especially with those modern mangas. I don't like it if there's if the focus is on the title of the manga, and I think that's really nice here. You immediately see what is going on, and that's just something I really appreciate about it. Also, it looks very good on your shelf, so if you're building a manga collection, I'm also going to drop a video soon on how to start your manga collection and tips on it, but it fits really good into your shelf. I really like this colored theme, especially on the first volume. So yeah, it's definitely worth the money. You can even see this, actually my favorite page. I've gotta give it to it. It's like this first page, like the cover for the first chapter, and you can see it has this glowy plastic feel to it. You don't see this very often, and it makes a good contrast to the other relatively thin pages. So yeah, it's worth your money. It's one of the better books in terms of value, apart from story, because obviously it's worth it just because of the story, but also the design and covers and just the pages of the book. It's really worth it on this point as well. So it gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me. The only thing I have to say that I'm not a fan of in this manga is that sometimes I feel like there's too much flashing forward and backwards. But after you get over this and you kind of get used to it, then it's no problem anymore. Yeah, that was my review to Vinland Saga. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel, and also if you want to leave a like, I left my Akira review right there. I hope you enjoy it, and you can also subscribe somewhere here. Yeah, see you guys next time.